Weekly update for Friday, November 26th. Okay, and this week we are plugging Chris Woerner's new title. And everybody knows that I'm a huge fan of Chris's stuff. Always swear to myself, I'm not going to actually read this because I don't have the time. And then I start flipping through it, and then I start reading a couple of the things, and before I know it, there I am reading an entire book of Chris Woerner's online journalism. And this one's called Closing In. And Closing In is a very good title because Chris is now actually getting caught up to himself. All of the stuff that he has posted on the internet for years and years and years, and I think there was like a 3-year gap between here we are now and what he was reprinting, even as much as a year and a half ago. He had 1 year where he did like 4 of these, I think. But Closing In, and as I tend to do now, I flip right to the last entry to go, okay, where is he? And the last entry is June 25th, 2021. And this one came in late July, mid-July. So just sort of 3 weeks ahead of himself. And okay, then the question is, okay, what was he talking about 3 weeks ago? 3 dead and 10 injured after Somalian migrant goes on stabbing attack in Germany. And the one underneath that is University of Oklahoma instructors trained in how to censor and indoctrinate students. And the next one, new findings show coordination and collusion between Pennsylvania and Georgia in 2020 election steal. And election steal isn't in quotation marks. So little heads up there for those of you thinking about buying a copy of Closing In. The one before that is actually my birthday, 17 May 2021. Bill Gates reportedly removed from the Microsoft board for an alleged affair with a Microsoft employee. And Chris says, not likely to go anywhere, but it's something, I guess. I paid very little attention to the last decade's insights on, quote, alpha, beta, delta, etc. male, and pay even less attention now. But I have to wonder if Gates is extremely, quote, gamma, unquote. He went all those years without euphemism for female genitalia. But now he's rich and famous, so he's entitled to as much as he wants whenever he wants. I don't think that's happening either. The bigger they are, the harder they fall in the Me Too age, I think. And the one after that, new report, Jeffrey Epstein, quote, gave Bill Gates advice on how to end his, double quotes, marriage. His, double quotes, toxic, undouble quotes, marriage to Melinda during dozens of, quote, men's club, unquote, meetings at pedophile's New York City home. Well, there you go. It's I think Bill Gates is probably going to be keeping his head down and at least making sure that Melinda gets her checks on time. And he got it, says Chris. I have wondered how much of the last couple of years was about fear that Epstein would release secrets that many rich and famous people don't want to be made public. And I go along with that one. I think that's whatever Bill Clinton's relationship was with Jeffrey Epstein, I think that's the thing that we're trying not to get to, and really causing very distorted warps in the zeitgeist, because people are just going, move along, nothing to see here. So there you go. That's the last page. Chris Woerner, almost caught up, closing in, and always recommended. Let's go through the list here. Other titles by Chris Woerner. Life in Polonia, Double, Revolutions, President Present, New Fun, Invasion, Leading from Behind, Samizdat, Pop Cultural Stew, The World Turned Right Side Up, 11, Insecure Public Server, Out of Context, Big Fish, What I Learned. What I Learned is about my favorite so far, I think. Uncivil War, The Horror Comics Picture Show, and The Fall. So let me tell you, if you buy a copy of Closing In and you get addicted to his entries like the salted nuts of online journalism that they are, you got a whole bunch of catching up to do with Chris Woerner. So check it out if you're interested, and I'll just hold it up one more time. Closing In. Not very often that a journalist actually gets to that point of closing in, and Chris is definitely there. So that'll do it for our weekly update this week, and I hope we'll see a bunch of you again next week.